Good morning, YouTube. Anybody out there yet? Excuse me while I eat my breakfast. Good old Fig Newtons. Can't go wrong. RC, how you doing? First in. Yep, you sure are. Good morning, sir. Let me wrench you up. How you doing this fine day? You have to excuse me while I eat my breakfast. Didn't get anything while I left the house. Yep, I hear that. I got to get me something to drink here shortly. I think I've still got a Monster somewhere. Or I may go make some English breakfast black tea. I like that too. So how's the weather up there where you're at? Or out there where you're at? You know, folks are going to be glad to see Florence leave this state or leave this United States. Hey, James Ward, welcome. I don't know. Let me check and make sure I've got you, James. I think I can do that. Nope, I can't do that as a moderator. So I'll have to go do it later on. Let me write that down so I remember. I'm ready. I will check your page out. Like, I guess I could open up another. Let me try that. Hey, Beyond, how's it going? Not too bad here. Not too bad. Well, that's good. I'm glad she's finally dying down because she needs to go away. Some of those rivers down there in the Carolinas and South Carolina have not yet crested, and that's ridiculous. Hey, Drone Nut, how you doing this morning? Let me get you wrenched up. Yep, she needs to go away. Now we got to keep our eye on the one that's headed towards the UK, of all places. That thing did a tight right-hand turn when it came off of Africa and headed that way. Not a problem. I try to do like Roger used to do. Everybody gets one, so I see they don't deserve it. That way, I've been accidentally kicked out of a lot of places lately. I think it was by accident. Yeah, I'll definitely check out everybody if you don't have them already, guys. Okay, James, you're in the UK. Is that thing headed towards you? We have a lot of UK people that come into the Canadian Drone Network. They come on at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock my time. I just kind of fill a void between 6:30 and 8. But if you haven't been there, I'm sure you probably have. They've got a great site. They can really build your channel up for you. You'll meet a lot of good droners and all kinds of other things too. We don't just have droners there. You're in Ireland. Oh, gorgeous country. Really beautiful. Yeah, let me try something real quick. Well, there's supposed to be a hurricane headed towards the UK. I thought Heath was talking about it yesterday when he was on, but I don't know for sure where Heath is. I know you probably don't get too many of those. They usually come straight across the Atlantic and pepper us. But that third one that popped up last week, Isaac is still down there, I think, in around Cuba, they can keep it. And the third one that came up started a tight right-hand turn and started heading up north in the Atlantic. Yeah, hopefully it won't be too bad. I don't know. That's an unusual thing. Can't remember the last time I heard of one turning like that and heading right back up the west coast of Europe. Let me try something real quick, guys. If I lose y'all, I apologize, but I'm going to try to. Okay, y'all are still here. I've got a different tab opened. Okay. Oh, okay. Just heavy rain. Yeah, that could still be bad. I don't know how easily your areas flood. I know where I'm at, we have about a flood every 5-6 years. Luckily, my house doesn't flood. I'm on pretty high ground. It's the area I'm in, I made sure I checked, and it's never flooded. It's been cut off a couple times because the roads around it flooded. Yeah, Scotland's nice. We've got some folks in here from Scotland, as a matter of fact. I've seen some really nice footage from them. Yep, heavy rain definitely equals flooding. There's no way around that. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Y'all get a chance, hit that like. Or not. You can hit that other one. Lord knows enough people do. Yeah, this thing definitely doesn't want to cooperate this morning. In case y'all don't know, I have to stream across my phone. It's not the fastest. Every once in a while, it clogs up on me a little bit. But it's nice to have a phone that you can use as a hotspot for your laptop. Works out pretty good. It's not going to let me open up another page for YouTube. It's that slow. James, I'll check you out if I don't already have you. I promise. I think I may already have you, but I can't guarantee it. And it won't let me change my emojis at all. What is going on? See if I close down a couple of these things I don't use, if that will help. There's probably something running in the background, knowing my luck. Huh. Wonder why that started up. See if that helps. My Discord was running in the background. I don't remember starting it this morning. I try to make sure it's off when I'm doing a live stream because I've got very limited bandwidth. And what kind of job you looking for, my friend? I hope you didn't get too much, James. Beyond, I didn't know you did that. Learn something new about people all the time. Okay. I got that set up finally. Really running slow this morning. Yeah, we were supposed to get rain yesterday afternoon, but we didn't get a drop. Oh, Rain Man was off. Well, I'm sorry that's dropped off for you, Beyond. You would think there'd always be people looking for something like that. I don't know, why did that do that? Yeah, there you go, Beyond. That might help. Well, see, that's not good. Yeah, I hate when people do that. We've got that problem right here where I work right now. Uh, Fort Rucker's not the biggest fort in the world, but it's fairly good sized installation. Got a lot of grass, and they just let another grass contractor who underbid the old one. The problem is he's not doing even half the job. The grass out here where I work was up to my knees last week before they cut it. So yeah, he underbid them, but they're not getting what they had before. It's always terrible. Those folks underbidding you probably aren't half as good. Yeah, I kind of figured that probably would get some folks. Uh, the night that Val interviewed me, I warned her I was going to wear that. My birthday is Halloween, and that is a costume that I've had since the early 80s in Germany. That mask I've had, it fits really well and covers the entire head. And I was actually going to wear it for the show, but I can't see through it with my four eyes anymore. And if I put them on the outside of it, I still can't read the chat. But I figured that thumbnail would get a couple of people. But that's how I opened up Val's show. It was with that. She told everybody I'd had a little bit of an accident. I just always tell people I forgot to shave. So how you doing, JC? How's that channel going? I know most of y'all in here. Hey, Cam, how you doing? Good morning. How's Japan doing? See, I remembered where you were. That's good for me. Just don't forget, I know all y'all have been there, but Roger and Ken come on at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, Canadian Drone Network. I'm just warming y'all up for them. I figured there was a little bit of a void here and I would fill it. Some days I'm only going to be able to fill it till 7 because some days I'm going to have to teach in the morning, but most days I teach in the afternoon. Sometimes afternoon and morning. But on the days when I teach in the afternoon, I can probably take you right up to the Roger and Kim show. You can keep catching those fish. That's a fun thing to do. That's a good little bit though, Leon. How long did it take to do that? Net Dragon, good morning. Net Dragon, I never could get that Discord to work on my home laptop, my HP, any other way than going through Chrome. So that's just what I'm going to have to do if I want to be in Discord when I'm home, is go through Chrome until I can figure out what's going on. I did everything that site said to do, and it still didn't work. But that's okay. They'll get it ironed out. But on this one, my Alienware that I'm on here, that thing downloaded, boom, ran right through, starts like a champ and runs like a champ. I'm not on it right now because it was slowing down my bandwidth a little bit. Yeah, well, it's HP versus Dell. Who knows what all is different. They're both running Windows 10 Home Edition. Uh, this one's a lot faster than the one at home, obviously, because it's an Alienware. But other than that, I don't know what's different about their configuration. Yeah, it comes every time I try to install it, it comes down and says installer crashed or something to that effect. So I gave up on it for right now. I'll get it worked out somehow. Maybe the wife and I can. No, we can't trade computers because mine's smaller than hers, and she likes that big screen that she's got. Hers is a Samsung. I'll bet it would work on it. But that's not that hard. I can still go in through Chrome and it runs just fine. Yeah, I know it's Windows 10, Home Edition. There shouldn't be anything different, but it might be a hardware thing in there or something. My favorite drone. That's a hard thing to say, JNC. I've had so many recently. Right now, I'm really liking the Mavic 2. There's some things that I don't like that they did. I'm hoping that they're going to come up with a firmware update to give you back your precision landing because I really like that. But as far as photography, that is definitely the top of my drones. It even seems to do better than my Phantom 4 Pro, which I really like because I got an Obsidian. That's the black one or the charcoal colored one. I didn't want a white one. But I've got that Mavic Air, and I've got the Alltel Evo. Evo's a good machine, but comparing it to the Mavic 2, there's no comparison. That Mavic 2, I flew it the other day and flying around in the woods. It was catching things to the left, to the right, above, below, and it was just amazing. So yeah, if I had to pick a favorite, like you're going to force me to pick a favorite, it's going to be the Mavic 2. But they're all good. It's like I told folks, I wished I would have known the Spark existed, but the first advertisement I'd ever seen for a drone like that wasn't the Phantom style, was the Mavic Pro, the original Mavic Pro, and I got it, and I liked it. But I see people doing with their Sparks, that would have satisfied me just fine, and it saved a lot of money. Not a problem, JNC, anytime. But there's a lot of good ones out there. I can't get them all. I'm never going to be big enough for them to send them to me for evaluations. I'm big on obstacle protection because a lot of times I fly places where I can't really see how close the drone is to trees, and I don't want to fly into trees. Well, that can happen. That can happen. I'm trying to think. Well, you can't compare flying a drone like that with a Wizard, but you can ask people on here how many times I've crashed my Wizard. I've yet to fly it and keep it in the air for more than 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, that if as far as I'm concerned, cinematic. If you want cinematic, you go DJI if you can afford them. If you can't, then you can go Unique. They have some that are less expensive that do a really good job too, and I'm sure there's others out there, but those are the only two that I'm familiar with as far as that. But if you want to do some of these fun things, then you're going to need a quad. Yeah, and like I said, uh, there's nothing wrong with a lot of them that are out there. I never realized how many there were uh, until I started getting on here and seeing, my goodness, this guy's got a Hubson, and this guy over here's got a Qantas, and this guy over here's got something else. That Ghost that people have been flying. I never even knew those existed, but that Ghost looks like it does a really good job. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know anything about the three, but yeah, if you put them in opti mode or whatever they call it, you're apt to crash it faster. That those GPS modes and the DJIs and the other ones that have them. I know I had a Typhoon H, and I liked it, but it had no range, and I don't know whether it was because of where I live or what. But I couldn't go 1,500 feet without ending up breaking signal, and it shouldn't do that. So I sold it to somebody else that wanted it more than I did. And same thing with the, I guess it's now the defunct Karma, because I know you can still buy them at Best Buy. I don't know how much support GoPro's giving them. That thing flew like a dream, but it has no obstacle avoidance, and I had the same distance problem with it and the same return to home problem with it. Oh, yeah, that'll happen. Yeah. Oh, Lordy. That's too bad, JNC. Yeah, my nephew's only 5. He'll be 6 in October. When he comes by, his mom and daddy make sure they don't get near me when I'm flying. I'll fly over by him and show him what it does. But he doesn't get anywhere near the sticks because I'm afraid he'll do something that'll end up flying it into something, even with the obstacle avoidance. But you don't have to have obstacle avoidance. I mean, that's one of the things that drives the prices things up. That Mantis Q doesn't have it, and I've seen some folks flying in demos, and it looks like a very interesting drone. It kind of looks like I think they maybe could have got away with calling it the Breeze too. Yeah, they love the sticks. I can imagine. Kirk Mayberry, good morning, sir. I saw you finally got to fly again. I really enjoyed that. Let me give you a wrench, buddy. Kirk, you're still you live in Houston, right? If I'm not mistaken. The weather there should be getting better, I would hope. Looks like most of this stuff drew all the moisture up into the north, up through the plains and out to the East Coast. That's one thing good about a storm like this. It sucks up all the high pressure systems. That's okay, Kirk. You have a blessed day at work. Hope it goes easy for you. Nobody needs to have a hard day at work. It's bad enough that we all have to work. Yeah, I didn't quite get that high, but I made it to 95 here yesterday. That's unheard of for September. And it hasn't been below 70 now for quite a while. I think 2 days last week it hit 68 overnight. But, we're headed towards my birthday, Halloween, October 31st. And I'm used to being kind of cool on my birthday. I don't think it's going to be cool this year. I think it's going to be a little bit on the hot side. Yeah, I don't particularly care for the heat. I really don't know. I mean, I've read the specs on my drones as far as how hot they can get, but I don't like taking things right to the limit. The other day, I took the Mavic 2 out for a real short flight. It was in the shade under the trees, and it was uncommonly warm, let's say, when I got done flying it. And I only flew for like a 5-10 minute flight max. Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday to him. Does he fly, Kirk? Hey, NetDragon, I forgot to ask you, how are the monsters doing this morning? Trust me, I know your pain. I've got 2 daughters. They're 5 years apart, but I've got 2 of them, and growing up with them was an experience. Gee, I wonder why he's into girls. Teach the girls how to fly. I mean, those girls don't chase drone pilots? What's wrong with them? Okay, RC Crazy, thank you very much for stopping by, my friend. You have a blessed day. Yep, just checking my time. Still no students out here. That's a good sign. Most of the time we know when we're going to get them, but sometimes if they don't get enough flight time to transition to the next phase of flying, we get them in the mornings instead of the afternoons. They come to us in the afternoons when they fly at night. They come in the mornings when they fly in the afternoons. And the students we teach very seldom ever fly in the mornings because they're pilots already. They're learning to be instructors. So the only 2 times they fly is afternoon and nights. And if I haven't been catching a lot of your guys' videos, I apologize. I know Roger's got a really bad time trying to catch up. But yeah, I have been trying and trying and trying. I got on here this morning and I've already got like 15 or 20 that I have to go through. And I do try to watch them all the way through, not just a little bit. So it takes a while. But and I just tried to do a second window while I was on here and it wouldn't even boot up. So yeah, it's just too hard. And I hope people understand that. I mean, the way I do it is, when people come into the drone network or they come into the Canadian drone network or into PUSAs. I was in PUSAs last night. I'll tell you what, I thought chat moved fast in Canadian drone network. They ain't got nothing on PUSA. Holy cow. I couldn't even read it. It was moving so fast. Oh, home, no school. That's right. Cold. Oh, gosh. God love you. Oh, somebody had a 16th. Did you throw a great big old sweet 16? Just remember, NetDragon, this too will pass. It's just one of your trials. Well, great. Yeah, that's a special time. Did you give her a car? That's what both of mine wanted. They both wanted a car. And what they got was Daddy's old truck. Yeah, and I think most of us do, Kirk, but sometimes people get upset. Nobody's watching my... Well, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. You're going to be 60-something by the time the baby moves out. Well, I'm 64, so just take a look and then you can see what's going to happen, my friend. Twerky, good morning. Well, actually, good evening down there. 12 hours different, I guess. How's Kaz doing? Slippery, good morning. Oh, well, that's the way it happens. NetDragon. Oh, thought I lost my chat for a second. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what Val says about my thumbnail today. I figured she might enjoy it. I wish I could bring Henry to work. I'd make a thumbnail with Henry. Maybe Saturday, if I get up early enough to do one on Saturday and Sunday, I'll use Henry as my thumbnail. Or me holding Henry, because Henry won't stand still. Excuse me while I slide over to the fridge for just a second. Now, I don't know if you can hold stuff up like this on YouTube. I guess I'll find out the hard way, but I'm fixing to have me some, guys. Gotta have it. See if it will help wake me up just a little bit. Wow, slippery. That's pretty good. Yeah, I got a son-in-law that loves Monster. I keep about 12 of those great big 20-ounces in there in my fridge at home. And he won't buy them for himself when he's home. But when he comes to visit me, that's the first thing he'll grab and have some of those. And I always laugh at that. You won't buy them for yourself, but you'll drink mine all day long. Yeah, at work, I just get these little, I guess they're 16-ounces, something like that. They or maybe these are the 20s. I don't know. Yeah, these are the 16 fluid ounces, and they're $2 a piece on sale right now. If you can believe that being the sale price, but they're 2 for $4. So cans of Mother. What's Mother? Or should I ask? Yeah, I don't know. I can ask Mars. My laptop at home is an HP. The one here in the office is an Alienware. They're both running Windows 10 Home Edition. Discord installed on this without a single problem. It sat there doing all the updates and everything. But when I went home to try to put it on the HP, every time I download it, the installer crashes. Now I can run Discord through Chrome as an app at home, and it works fine. But every time I try to download the installer for Windows, it crashes every single time. Oh, it's like Monster? I've never heard of it. If I get one, I'll see it. Jeremiah McIntosh, good morning. How are we doing? Let me give you a wrench, sir. Don't want anybody accidentally getting kicked out. Let me see. Let me write that down. And where did he go? Okay, McIntosh. Okay. Yeah, I will try to get you later on. I tried earlier to leave and go to another window, and bad things were starting to happen. So when I get off of this and get on Rogers, I need to go to make sure I've already got James Ward, and I'm going to make sure I've got Jeremiah McIntosh. But good morning to you and welcome. Everybody remember to hit that like either on your way in or on your way out, or if you want to, hit that other button. Just, be honest. Take care, Kirk. Have an easy day at work. Right. NetDragon, I know you were there last night. Was anybody else over there at Pusa Studios last night? I could not believe how fast that stuff ran. Yes, I tried running it as an administrator also. That was one of the things I thought might be the problem, because sometimes it'll come up and ask. So instead of just running it normally, I right-clicked on it and said run as administrator, and it still crashed. Yeah, I think I saw at one time that they were up to 142 in the window. Oh, no, I think that was their likes. Yeah, that was their likes. but I think they went over 130. But that thing was screaming last night. You just could not read it at all. Like Dr. Pepper, yuck. Well, that's good. That's good. I'll tell you what, you guys make my day, my morning go by quick. I like that. And I'm out here all by myself. But I asked for that because our offices are on the third floor of a building. You got to go upstairs. It has no elevator, and my knees are shot. By the time I get to the third floor, I can't hardly move. So out here, I'm on the first floor, and I'm the only person out here. So it has its advantages. I'm just checking my schedule. Yeah, okay. So Thursday. Wednesday. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be teaching in the afternoon, but not in the morning. Oh, Lordy, Net Dragon. Start making some, what we call Jewish penicillin, chicken soup. I think it cures all. At least ways, it goes down good, makes you feel good. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I like that. Yeah, I think the way I may cure the problem at home is I may get rid of that HP and find me another computer. I don't know if I told you guys the other day, but my older daughter, the one that's married, was up for the weekend. And when she was visiting, she saw my microphone and my laptop at home. And she told me that they were sitting at home one night, and her husband all of a sudden yells out, "Do you know your daddy live streams?" I guess he figured I was too old and stupid to know how to do it. And I have a better mic than he has, so now I guess I know what I'm getting him for Christmas. He's got one of those inexpensive boom mics, but he saw my Nessie. He says, "I can't believe he's got that mic." Well, I found it at the PX, so I went and got it. It works good. Better than the laptop mic. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. "Do you know your dad live streams?" Yeah. He and a friend of his, they live on opposite ends of the panhandle in Florida, but they've been knowing each other since grade school. I don't know what their channel is. I think I'm a supporter on it. I'd have to go double check. But they are about ready to monetize, and they've been at it for like 5 or 6 years. They were on some kind of gaming channel where people go in and talk about games and stuff like that. I have no interest in it, but I think I subbed them one time. But I probably need to go back and ring his bell because I didn't know anything about ringing the bell back in those days. All I did was subscribe, and I didn't ring the bell. So he's probably getting pretty big if he's getting ready to monetize. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever come into my live stream. They're both, well, he works nights, so he'll be just getting home about the time I'm getting off. I know she won't come into it. Okay, Net Dragon. I'll try to figure out what it is. I know it's got to be in my subscription somewhere, but I think I've got like 640 subscriptions that I'm on. It always amazes me how a lot of us probably have 3 times as many subscriptions as we have members or subs on our channel. I don't know how that works. I don't care what you've got. If you come in and sub me, I'm going to come back and sub you. I may not ring your bell, but I'm going to give you a subscription. So I don't know if that helps or not, but in my view, it does. Yeah, I used to be big into COD, but I never, never got into any kind of channel on it or anything like that. But once I moved to the country and got down to a 1.5 MIPS, there is no sense in trying to even think about playing a first-person shooting game with a 1.5 MIPS internet. It is just ridiculous. I would literally kill somebody in a first-person shooter game, watch him die on my screen, and then find out that he killed me, because I guess his kill got to the server before my kill did because it was so damn slow. It got ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And besides, when you're 64 years old, who wants to go in and get their ass kicked by a bunch of 8 to 10 year olds? Yeah, I can understand. But mine's a DSL. It's the only thing I can get where I live. When I got it, they said, you do know it's only 1.5 MIPS, but we're going to upgrade it. Well, that was 8 years ago. They still haven't upgraded it. Have a good one, Beyond. Or you're not leaving. Never mind. Yeah, I was on the drone network last night listening to Chris explain how to bind I think it was a wizard he was holding up, but all those things look the same to me. But the thing he explained and the controller he was working with was exactly what my wizard has. So I went and tried that binding process, and it just did not work. And that may not be the problem. I don't know. I'm not smart enough with it to know for sure why it's not wanting to do what I need it to do. Here you go, Beyond. Positive attitude. Okay? You can still have a good one, my friend. Let me check on something. Yeah, I don't know what that does. Okay, Jeremiah. I'll definitely try to make sure I've got you when I get done here. I'll go and check it out. I think I already do, but I can't swear to it because I've got so many. But I'll definitely look you up on here and see how it's going. Nothing wrong with being an ROTC or RCAC, Royal Canadian, I guess that is. Down here it would be ROTC. Yeah, Royal Canadian Army Cadet. Okay, that makes sense. Does Canada have a mandatory service? I know a lot of countries do. Yeah, I don't know what my up and down ratio is. Mars, I've never really checked it. All I know is that they advertise it as a 1.5, and I'm here to tell you, it's horrible. Well, that's good. I'm glad you don't, Beyond. Oh, you had it backwards. Yeah, I don't know how it works. I've never really done a test on mine to see what I'm getting out of it. My Netgear Wi-Fi works fantastic. Everything can talk to everything in the house. I even have the back rooms on a wired system that runs through the electrical system, and it works fantastic. But my DSL, it's terrible. Yeah, it's bad. And what really boils my blood is the two cable companies in the area. They both stop a mile from my house, and they will not run a line. Okay, that makes sense. So basically, you have every part of your defenses goes through. If they go in, they go through the same basic, and then they go into whatever they want to. That would work. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, Bob, at work. I'm using my phone as a mobile hotspot and going through it. And it works better than my stuff at home. Matter of fact, at home, when I want to make sure that I get a video uploaded and it doesn't take all night, I'll actually put the phone in the window and use it instead of my internet to upload a video. Seems to work a whole lot better. That's good, Beyond. That's not bad at all. You know, I'd take that in a heartbeat, Net Dragon. I really would. In a heartbeat, I would take that. I know I've asked on here before, and people told me HughesNet's not the way to go, so I'm not even going to consider them. And the only other satellite provider in this area is out of my means. It's way too expensive. Oh, really? I'll have to check into that, Bob. I'll have to check into that. I'll definitely have to check into that. I don't really understand what tethering is. It's on my phone, but I had never thought about trying it. I thought the hotspot was the only thing I could do. If I tether, do I have to hook the phone to the laptop? Yeah, that's the thing I can't do, Bob. I work in a metal building, and in order to get anything on my phone, I have to put it all the way by the front door. And when I do that, ain't a cable long enough to get back to my phone. Yeah, Spectrum is one of the ones in this area that won't come to my house. The other one is Troy Cable. It's a local one out of one of the local towns. And they both stop about a mile from my house. I sure wish I could get them to come to my house. Richard, good morning. Welcome. Must be your first time here because you don't have a wrench yet. So there you go, Richard Coggins. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I've never been there. I don't have any inkling to go there, to be honest, or Beyond Trees. But yeah. Let me see how we're doing. Oh, we still got plenty of time. We still got at least 30 minutes before we have to worry about Roger. I will be off by the time Roger comes on. Mrs. RC, good morning. Have a wrench, my friend. How is RC Crazy doing today? I know he's off to work. Gotta be, right? You're welcome, ma'am. It's not a problem. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Sorry he was disappointed in that helicopter. I was watching it fly and I couldn't figure out what might be the problem. You would think something that nice would go a little faster than that. Good morning. I Lie Official. I thought my name was unusual. That's an unusual name. Welcome. There goes my chat again. And I need to get a notepad to keep all these names down that I don't recognize. It's 3 names I've got to check out and make sure I've got. Doing good here. Ooh. Is that a quad Beyond, or I know Jumper also has, don't they also make transmitters? Don't anybody, not that anybody in here will, but don't forget 9 Eastern, 8 Eastern, or 8 Central. We'll be heading over to Roger and Kim show on Canadian Drone Network. Oh, cool. That sounds like fun, Beyond. I've seen some of those, I think, over on Prop Gear's channel. If I'm thinking of the right thing, I've seen some really odd looking ones that look like they're like they were a paper design, but they're made out of foam. I hope that's going to be some fun, man. Yeah, I've been looking at a couple of. I got to get my soldering down because I don't solder very well. But I've been looking at a couple of builds that a couple of people put on. Matter of fact, uh, how did I say? I guess I just liked them so I can find them in my like videos. But a couple of them were really nice. They had like an aluminum alloy framing, uh, and carbon fiber was the rest of it. But to watch the build, it didn't look all that hard. Built his upside down. Why did he do that? Oh, here we go. Got to keep my other computer running. Oh, I can get rid of these emails now. No, not that one. I can't. Sorry about that, guys. I got a little bit of other stuff I've got to get taken care of real quick. All righty. Got that working good. No, I still haven't got that done, Richard. I was watching Drone Network last night. Captain was on, Chris was on, and Chris was showing somebody how to do it. And I followed his instructions verbatim. And it might not be that it's not binding. It might be some other problem. I mean, I don't know. Oh, okay. That would be a little difficult. Uh, uh, yeah, that would be the reason there, Beyond, if you did it backwards. Okay, Morris. Okay, I can't go to that right now, Richard, but after the stream, I'll bring up the chat and I'll go there. Yeah, or I might wait till I get home and I've got the wizard sitting right there in front of me. But yeah, I just can't get the engines to arm, and I'm assuming that's because it's not bound right or something. I don't know. I maybe should have gotten a much smaller one to start off with than the wizard. But what little flying I did with it, it really flew nice. I was really enjoying it. One thing I know for sure, I'm on the right networks to get it fixed because there's always somebody around here that knows how to fix this stuff. That's good. I appreciate it, Richard. Yeah, I'll wait till I'm home with the wizard, and I'll bring this chat up and go to that and watch and see what goes on. I know I was trying to watch one that I think Bang Good puts out, but I couldn't understand half of what the guy was saying. I wonder why. It may take me getting up with Chris. I think they still use Discord, maybe not, but may take me getting up with Chris or somebody like that on Discord and just showing him a picture of exactly what it's doing every time I try to arm it. I don't know. It might end up being something other than it's not bound. But yeah, I'm going to get that puppy back in the air if it takes me forever. I don't care how long it takes. It's going to get back up in the air because I got that Runcam 3S just for that. That's pretty good beyond trees. If you haven't already got beyond trees, but that's the problem with my live. It's the people that are here are all people that probably already have everybody else. I was hoping to pick up a few in Pusa Studios last night, and out of all those people, I only got 2 more people. I was a little disappointed, but my goodness, that chat was moving so fast. Yeah, I'll mail it to Chris if I have to. I'll just not ship the batteries. It'll ship just fine if you don't put the batteries in it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think Discord would be very useful in that means. Trust me, I'm not one of the ones that didn't want to start using it. I think it's pretty cool. Yes, it is. That's for sure. 2 is definitely better than none. Okay. Yeah. Problem is, the only time I have to get with Chris is probably time when he's going to want to be out flying on the weekends or something like that. But I'm sure he would help. A lot of really good people on here, that's for sure. I don't know if y'all watch the captain's feed, but his house, as long as those waters don't come up anymore, looked a lot better than I thought it was going to look. It looked like he was missing 2 or 3 slats of siding on the one side, maybe some shingles on the roof, but the house was still there and the water hadn't made it up to it. So let's keep praying for them and hope that water won't get any higher than it was. Yeah, I know he will, Bob. It's just the way Chris is. He's a really good guy. Yeah, I know he will. You're going to go get greasy. Yeah, so far, Captain's been very lucky. I'm a big believer in the power of prayer, and I know a lot of people have been praying for him, not just for him, but for the East Coast, but, by name for him. And I'm a big believer that helps. I've seen some things that have literally made me shiver when I see them happen. Well, you are going to get greasy. That's a messy, messy job. That's a task not even I would try to tackle. Okay, Bob. Be nice now, Bob. You say you'd pay to see that, Bob? Well, that's a good thing. How did you learn to do all that, Mrs. RC? Yeah, you can learn a lot on YouTube. It's my go-to manual when I get something that doesn't seem to want to work right. There you go. That's a good way to learn. Yes, indeedy. Yep. YouTube definitely beats trying to get a book and trying to read it and trying to look at the pictures that are all blurry and can't hardly see them. Uh, Most YouTubes you can rewind it, watch what he did over and over again. Yeah, that would be something I would not want to tackle. Welcome back, Twerky. That's true too. If it was easy, anybody could do it. Oh, I can remember. I can remember packing bearings on my '64 Thunderbird. My daddy taught me how to do that. It was, yeah, messy, just a little bit, but uh, my goodness, 15 likes. That's the most I think I've ever gotten in the morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to do a little video later today on something that I found, of all places, at Lowe's. So kind of watch out for it. I was very pleased. I wish I would have known they had it before I went someplace else, but it'll all be in the video. Yeah, it's 16 now. That is true. Thank you, thank you, thank you, folks. Do I hear 17? Sounds like an auction. Yeah, my counter's still showing 16. That's still more than I've ever gotten. So, okay, Bob. You'd be surprised how many times I'll put up that little message on Rogers about hitting the like button. I look over and I still haven't hit mine. I try to hit on the way in. I honestly do. I just can't do it. I've been going into Rogers after they're over and make sure that I hit the like a lot of times because I tend to forget every once in a while. We all do. We get so wrapped around how much fun we're having, we forget to hit that like button. Yeah, I've clicked on them a couple times and had them not light up and have to go back and do it again. And that's just YouTube for you. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't want the job of managing what they do, keeping it all running. Yeah, I understand that too. When I'm in Rogers, I'm usually listening to Roger. And whenever I say I'm AFK, but I'm listening, Richard and Janet, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Let me get you wrenched up. But while I'm in Rogers, I'll be watching videos since I'm no longer on the mic. And that's where I get a lot of my video watching caught back up. We got a healthy group in here this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice to see you all this early in the morning. Make sure that thing didn't start back up. No, it's still shut down. Things were starting to slow down on this end. And you still find time to work on the vehicles. That's amazing, Mrs. RC. That's cool. Well, I don't know how many of y'all got on that side, but if you count me, because that's my first name, I guess we got one more. I think the only person that knew that was Val. I asked her to call me StarCop, but I'm in Alabama, lower Alabama. I commonly call it LA, just to throw people off. Man, you got a busy life, Mrs. RC. God bless you. Well, folks, we got about 15 minutes to the Roger and Kim show. They'll be on at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, over on Canadian Drone Network, where most of us probably met. And that's where I'll be going in about 15 minutes. Oh, okay. I didn't know if we had mentioned it on the show or not. I remember during the pre-interview, she was asking about it. I told her she'd call me whatever she wants. I answer to a lot of names. I'm military. I've been called a lot of things. And I always answer. Ooh, I didn't like the title of that video I just got sent. Somebody crashed their Spark, but it said there was no damage that they could find yet. Yep. Keep it going, Mars. There you go. Yep. That used to be on the old cheer, so something similar to that. I don't remember the exact words. Yep. That's it. That's how you know you're someplace that's almost like being home. Everybody knows your name. And everybody's glad to see you when your name pops up. Well, that monster's almost gone. Yeah, we did good today. That's for sure. Mm. That monster ain't helping me wake up at all today. Good one, Mars. uh, Good one. Yeah, I hope Roger's got his coffee up and running. He's going to need it this morning, I have a feeling. Although I didn't see him last night at Pusa, so maybe he was resting. That place is crazy. Yep, I keep forgetting I've got that running down there. I understand that, Dragon. Stuff's got to be done when it needs to be done, especially that. Hope they get to feeling better. It's not fun having sick youngins around the house. uh, okay, Richard, I can understand that. He's Satan's son. Coffee and 420. Yeah, never done it, but I can understand how that would be a good thing. uh, I can see that mail call. Look, I got kids. uh, okay, Bob. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Okay, Slippery. Yeah, that is true. It's terrible having sick children. That's bad when you lose count. Okay, we'll see you there, Richard and Janet. Yep. We got about 5 more minutes before I'll shut down and meet you all over there at Roger and Kim's. Just as quick as I can click, which ain't too quick anymore. I do appreciate y'all coming in, though. It really makes me feel good that this many people this early in the morning will come and chat. Ah, yeah. Okay, Richard. Have a good rest of the day. Thanks for coming in. Be careful on the tractor. Okay, Mrs. RC. Good luck with that transaxle, I think you said, or no, CV joint. Good luck with it. Is it free shipping, NetDragon? I don't want to have to pay shipping now. My wife would shoot me. You guys are crazy, but then that's why I'm here, because I'm crazy too. Slippery. Okay, guys, I'm going to shut the stream down. I got a couple of things I need to get done before I hop over to the Roger and Kim show. They should be going on in about 4 or 5 minutes. We'll see y'all there later. Once again, bless y'all and thank you for coming by. Hopefully see you tomorrow morning. I can't guarantee every day. You never know when the schedule's going to change, and I won't be even able to let you know the schedule changed. But y'all have a blessed day. Thanks again.